What's going on, Baltimore? It's been a very rough week for me. I know it's been a very rough week for you. We dropped a big time heartbreaker to Seattle. Final score was 22-17. So, needless to say, once again, inconsistency is the big key phrase that we're talking when it comes to our Ravens. Something about the way we do business just falls flat against what the pundits would call inferior teams. So that being said, we've moved past it, we moved on, and after John Harbaugh used the word football about 85 times to explain what happened, it's on to Cincinnati. This is a huge game. Pittsburgh right now is one game up on both teams in the win column because they have played more games, and the winner of this game will most likely be the first place one. Now, granted, if Cincy wins, given the tiebreaker, Pittsburgh would still be in first place, but if your Ravens win, we have the tiebreaker against Pittsburgh, therefore the division is ours. So that being said, let's get down to it. The big key word for this week's games are injuries. Injuries abound tenfold. I mean, it's Cincinnati. They've lost their two best defenders. Batman Jones is still out. He's one of their corners. Leon Hall, he's out for the year. He was the guy alongside Jonathan Joseph that gave us fits last year. And so that's a definite sigh of relief for Mr. Flacco. So the receivers should be able to gain separation. You've got some second and third tier corners over there. And more than likely the pass, hopefully not as much as last week, will be a significant part of the game plan. Now up front though, Cincinnati's a big, strong, tough cookie. They have the second-ranked rushing defense in all of the NFL, and given the fact we abandoned the run last year, hopefully to see Ray and Ricky both end up with close 15 to 20-some touches apiece. I think a heavy dose of the run early would set up a pass late, and that would really help us get up very quickly against this defense. They bend first, but then after halftime, they tend to settle in, and they do not break. So important to score early and often and turn those field goals into converted touchdowns. So as long as we can stick to our guns on that regard, it should be okay. Now defensively, our heart and soul's on the shelf this week. Ray Lewis probably will not play. He will not suit up. So as the philosophy always goes, next man up, be it Brendan Iambadejo, Terrell Suggs, Paul Kruger, whoever is the next man up to start barking those commands out to everybody. They need to take charge, and it needs to happen quickly. Because Andy Dalton, for a rookie, he has been kicking some major tail. Now, part of that is A.J. Green, but he is also on the shelf this week and doubtful, more than likely not going to play as well with a bone bruise in his knee. So that being said, the other receivers on the outside, Jerome Simpson, Andre Caldwell, not a lot of consistency on the outside. A lot of drop balls. Hey, this sounds like our receiving corps, doesn't it? But the big key has been Dalton. Even in the face of many complicated and sophisticated blitz schemes, he's been able to pick it up, he's been able to read it, and he's been able to get rid of the ball quickly before a defender can hit him. I give the boy credit. I didn't think he'd be able to catch up this quickly without OTAs or anything, but he is really set himself apart from the other rookie quarterbacks this year. He's got a team that nobody expected to do much right in the thick of the divisional race, and granted, his favorite weapon won't be there, but I look for Jermaine Gresham to be a big factor over in the linebacking core. Hopefully, he doesn't end up, running roughshod over those guys, or it could be a long day for us. But I would hope to maybe see Jimmy Smith. I know I said this would happen in Pittsburgh, but it didn't. But perhaps we can see him on the field a bit more. Given his strength and his size, he might be able to match up with Gresham and the rest of the tight ends on the inside, while Ladarius and Carey, who played outstanding last week, they really take control and shut down the inconsistent receivers on Cincy's offensive side of the ball. And above all else, special teams. David Reed is not suiting up for this game, so our special teams coach says. So whether it's Chris Carr, Ladarius Webb, personally I hope it's Laquan Williams. Granted, he looked a little tentative at first, but hey, he didn't even expect to make a football team this year, and there he is returning kicks against Pittsburgh in the very first week of the season, so I'd be nervous too. So hopefully there's a second chance for number 15, and he can take the ball and just run with it, no pun intended. And coverage also on special teams for the other opposing side. If we can get down early and often and keep them on short fields, it should be should be a very good day for us. So that being said, it's time for my decision. Now the cover two scheme, as they like to run in Cincy, has been giving Flacco fits, but given the fact we have a very good run game, that's how you separate the cover two. Like to play a lot of speed down in the middle and set the run up to use the pass later. That being said, it's going to be a close one, but given the injuries all around the Cincinnati secondary, I generally see that even if it is the second-ranked run defense in the NFL, Ray is going to be a big factor, but I think more in the passing game than the running game, to tell you the truth. But above all else, I just think consistency pops back up again. Flacco hits his stride. He connects for a couple scores deep. And 21-14. It's going to be a close one. It'll be almost duplicate to the Pittsburgh-Cincy game, but Baltimore comes out on top because we play like animals at home. So that being said, guys, here's hoping for another victory to take first place from Pittsburgh. Hope you guys enjoy yourselves. Like the page, keep watching, and go Ravens as always.